Discover the poignant and often untold stories of the 34 talented actors from the acclaimed series Frasier, whose lives were marked by both brilliance on screen and heartbreak off-screen. These cast members brought warmth, wit, and unforgettable characters into our homes, making Frasier one of television's most iconic comedies. Yet, behind the scenes, many faced unexpected challenges, health battles, and tragic endings that left fans and loved ones mourning. Join us as we honor their contributions, revisit their memorable roles, and reflect on the struggles that touched these stars beyond the spotlight. This journey through their lives and legacies offers a moving tribute to the actors who made Frasier a beloved classic, reminding us that their impact endures even after their passing. John Mahoney, born on June 20, 1940, in Blackpool, England, brought Martin Crane to life on Frasier from 1993 to 2004. Behind his character's calm, practical demeanor was a man who faced his own intense personal struggles. Growing up in post-war England, John experienced hardship and upheaval, later moving to the U.S. to escape the trauma and restrictive environment of his childhood. In Chicago, he found solace and community in theater, joining the renowned Steppenwolf Theater Company. Though John built a rich acting career, appearing in films like Moonstruck and Say Anything, his personal life was quiet and solitary. He chose never to marry, reflecting on his difficulty with commitment and his belief that true connection eluded him. Health struggles also haunted him. After recovering from colon cancer in the 1980s, he was later diagnosed with throat cancer, a battle he fought privately and with dignity. Despite his success, he often felt a lingering loneliness and the loss of close friends, including Frasier castmates. On February 4, 2018, he passed away at age 77, due to complications from throat cancer. Rene Auberne, born June 1, 1940, in New York City, was an actor celebrated for his versatility across television, film, and theater. He portrayed Dr. William Tewksbury, a discerning psychiatrist in Frasier, bringing insight and empathy to his role. Rene's career highlights include his work in Benson and Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, which established him as a beloved character actor. His marriage to Judith Mahoney lasted over 50 years, and they had 2 children, Tessa and Remy, who both pursued artistic careers. Despite the joys of family life, Rene's later years were marked by the devastating loss of his longtime friend, Leonard Nimoy, whose passing in 2015 left him deeply affected. Another tragedy struck in the form of lung cancer, which he battled privately, hiding his deteriorating condition from many friends and fans. In his final months, he confided in close friends that he regretted not spending more time with his children due to his demanding career. Rene Auberne died on December 8, 2019, at the age of 79, after a brave fight with metastatic lung cancer. Conrad Janice, born February 11, 1928, in New York City, was an actor and jazz trombonist who guest-starred as the quirky Albert in Frasier in 1997. Janice's life was a dynamic mix of Hollywood and jazz, with standout roles in shows like Mork and Mindy, as well as a successful jazz career with his own band. Despite a love for performing, his personal life was marked by challenges. Twice divorced, he struggled to balance family responsibilities with his career, and his life took a dark turn with the loss of his son, which devastated him. This tragedy affected Janice deeply, and his joyful public persona masked private sorrow. Close friends knew of his struggles to maintain stability, both financially and emotionally, often depending on his work to stay afloat. As he grew older, he faced declining health, which limited his ability to perform music and act, a painful reality for someone who thrived on the stage. Janice passed away on March 1, 2022, at the age of 94 due to organ failure. Phil Donahue, born on December 21, 1935, in Cleveland, Ohio, USA, was a television personality and talk show host known for pioneering audience participation talk shows with The Phil Donahue Show. His career spanned various influential topics and saw significant acclaim, though it was also marked by moments of public backlash for his outspokenness on controversial subjects. In his personal life, Phil married actress Marlo Thomas in 1980. Together, they became known for their advocacy in charitable work but did not have children. The absence of children in their family reportedly weighed heavily on Phil in his later years, causing periods of reflection and regret. Throughout his life, he faced the tragic deaths of several close friends and colleagues, including Regis Philbin, whom he deeply admired and counted as a mentor. Another blow came with the passing of his brother, James, which left him struggling with intense feelings of loneliness. As he approached his final years, Phil also experienced declining health and memory issues, a painful irony for someone whose work thrived on conversation and connection. He passed away on August 18, 2024, at age 88, from natural causes. Alice Playten, born on August 28, 1947, in New York City, brought energy and charm as Bonnie in her 1999 guest appearance on Frasier. Known for her stage roles in productions like Hello, Dolly! And Caroline, or Change, Playten had a unique flair that shone through her career. Despite her bubbly on-stage persona, she lived with chronic health issues that profoundly affected her life. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes as a child, she spent years managing the disease, enduring frequent hospital visits and surgeries. She faced these challenges with resilience, yet friends observed that her health struggles left her emotionally weary. Married to actor Joshua White, Playten had no children but built a close circle of friends within the theater community. Her biggest battles came later in life when she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, which compounded her health issues and limited her ability to work. Despite these setbacks, she remained optimistic and continued performing as long as she could. Her vibrant life was cut short on June 25, 2011, at the age of 63, due to heart failure complicated by her cancer. Rosemary Murphy, born January 13, 1925, in Munich, Germany, was a sophisticated actress known for her grace on stage and screen. Her role as Carol Larkin on Frasier added a layer of elegance, as she portrayed characters with nuance and subtle strength. Her acting career, spanning over 5 decades, included notable performances in To Kill a Mockingbird and That Certain Summer. Rosemary never married, finding her greatest joy in her craft and close circle of friends, including her dear friend Jessica Tandy, whose death in 1994 profoundly impacted her. One of her personal tragedies was her estrangement from her family, a rift caused by differing values and the rigors of her career. In later years, Rosemary faced loneliness, exacerbated by the loss of her dearest friends and the fading of her own memory, which deeply saddened her. Diagnosed with esophageal cancer, she endured the illness with courage, supported only by a few close friends. Rosemary Murphy passed away on July 5, 2014, at age 89, with her contributions to the arts leaving a lasting legacy amid the solitude that marked her final years. Christopher Durang, born January 2, 1949, in Montclair, New Jersey, USA, was known for his distinct humor, which he showcased as Rudy in a 1996 episode of Frasier. A celebrated playwright and satirist, Durang's works like Sister Mary Ignatius Explains It All for You earned him critical acclaim but also pushed him into the often harsh spotlight of controversy. Although he found lasting love with his partner, artist John Augustine, Durang's personal life was far from simple. The couple chose not to have children, allowing Durang to focus entirely on his writing. Durang's life took a tragic turn when he lost close colleagues like Wendy Wasserstein and Philip Seymour Hoffman. His world darkened further after being diagnosed with aphasia, a condition that slowly robbed him of his words and passion. Despite this, he continued to share laughter with friends until his passing on April 2, 2024, at age 75, from complications related to his illness. Piper Laurie, born on January 22, 1932, in Detroit, Michigan, USA, brought her immense talent to Frasier in 1994 as Mary Ann, a deeply worried mother seeking advice for her troubled daughter. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Piper's versatility shone in films like Carrie and The Hustler, establishing her as an acclaimed actress with 3 Oscar nominations. She experienced turbulent personal relationships, including a marriage with film critic Joseph Morgenstern, which ended in divorce. Their only daughter, Anne Grace, brought joy to her life, though Laurie struggled with balancing family and career. Heartache marked her life as she lost several close friends from the industry, including Montgomery Clift and Robert Stack. Laurie also grappled with her past as a child actress, haunted by Hollywood's darker realities and struggles with depression. Her final years were spent reflecting on her storied yet tumultuous life. She passed away on October 14, 2023, at age 91, succumbing to natural causes. Lyn Charles, born on March 22, 1933, in St. Louis, Missouri, found success in both film and television, with a career spanning over 4 decades. On Frasier, he appeared in 2002 as the formidable Dean of Admissions, challenging Frasier and Niles with his no-nonsense authority. Off-screen, Lyn's life was complex and shadowed by personal tragedy. He married twice, though both marriages ended in divorce, leaving him without the stable family life he had once hoped for. His greatest personal sorrow came from losing his only child in a car accident, a pain he carried quietly for the rest of his life. Professionally, he faced a downturn in the later years of his career, with roles becoming scarce and financial worries mounting. His health declined in his 70s, and after a protracted battle with cancer, he passed away on May 15, 2013, at the age of 80. Friends remembered him as a deeply sensitive man who hid his struggles behind a composed, gentlemanly demeanor. Mako, born on December 10, 1933, in Kobe, Japan, brought depth and wisdom to his role as Sam Tanaka, a publisher on Frasier in 1994. Known for his intense portrayals in films like The Sand Pebbles and Conan the Barbarian, Mako's career was marked by acclaim but also by obstacles. His experience as an immigrant actor in Hollywood was challenging, facing typecasting and limited roles for Asian actors, which led him to co-found the East-West Players, a theater company for Asian American artists. Mako married actress Shizuko Hoshi, and together they had 2 daughters, Mimosa and Sala, who he adored. Despite his professional achievements, he was devastated by the loss of close friends like actor Pat Morita, which added to his sense of isolation within the industry. In 2006, he was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, a diagnosis that arrived just as he had begun a new chapter in his career with voice acting. He passed away on July 21, 2006, at age 72, his contributions to acting and Asian American representation remembered as a legacy of resilience and dedication. Lyn Kilpatrick, born February 12, 1932, in St. Louis, Missouri, USA, was a distinguished actor known for his resilience in Hollywood. His role as Artie Walsh, Martin's estranged partner in a 1994 Frasier episode, brought depth to the storyline, reflecting both nostalgia and unresolved emotions. Kilpatrick's career saw ups and downs, with standout roles in Soylent Green and The Omega Man, yet he often felt typecast due to his race, an obstacle that he found deeply frustrating. He was married to actress Helena Ferguson, and they had 5 children, who became his solace amid professional struggles. Kilpatrick faced 3 major tragedies in his later years. The loss of his eldest son, who passed away in a car accident, left him shattered. A close friend and colleague, Paul Winfield, succumbed to a heart attack, which reminded Kilpatrick of life's fragility. And, finally, his diagnosis with lung cancer dealt a crushing blow. These compounded losses haunted him, leaving him battling despair. Lyn Kilpatrick passed away on May 18, 2004, at age 72, from complications related to lung cancer. Cleto Augusto, born September 1, 1954, in Newark, New Jersey, USA, brought warmth to the Frasier pilot episode in 1993 as the delivery man, delivering Martin's cherished recliner to Frasier's refined apartment, a symbol of both comedy and family. Augusto had a modest yet steady career, mostly in character roles on television. His personal life was quiet, marked by his marriage to high school sweetheart Linda, with whom he shared 2 sons, Tom and Danny. Augusto faced hardship as his career began to wane, a disappointment he struggled to reconcile. He lost several friends in the industry, which weighed heavily on him. Additionally, he endured financial instability, especially after health issues began to limit his work. Cleto's final years were quiet, focused on his family. He passed away peacefully on April 25, 2015, at age 60, due to natural causes, leaving behind memories of small but heartfelt performances. Donald O'Connor, born on August 28, 1925, in Chicago, Illinois, was a legendary performer who brought charm to his role as Harlow Safford, a lively millionaire, in Frasier's 1996 episode, Crane vs. Crane. O'Connor was celebrated for his iconic role in Singin' in the Rain, which showcased his remarkable singing and dancing talents. However, his life was not without its struggles. He faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous childhood where he began performing in vaudeville at a young age to help support his family. O'Connor was married to Gloria Noble, and their union produced 4 children, bringing joy and support amidst the ups and downs of his career. Despite his success, he encountered numerous tragedies. He battled alcoholism, which impacted his career, he mourned the death of his dear friend Gene Kelly, and he faced financial difficulties later in life, leading him to accept smaller roles to pay the bills. O'Connor continued to entertain audiences until his later years, showcasing his indomitable spirit, and passed away on September 27, 2003, at age 78 due to heart failure. Joe Dewinter, born on March 5, 1921, in Sacramento, California, brought humor and warmth as Mrs. Greenway in her 1994 Frasier episode, where she played a neighbor entangled in a hilarious dog-related dispute with Martin. Known for her guest appearances on shows like The Golden Girls and Murphy Brown, Joe's career, though not glamorous, was filled with memorable character roles. A lifelong bachelor, she led a solitary life, finding family among her fellow actors. Her personal life, however, held much sorrow, especially with the passing of her younger sister, her only close family member, in the early 1980s. The loss left her feeling adrift, and she often spoke of the loneliness that accompanied aging in Hollywood. In her later years, she struggled with arthritis, which limited her mobility and independence, though she stayed connected to friends and her local theater community. Joe passed away peacefully of natural causes on January 17, 2016, at the age of 94, remembered by friends as a resilient spirit with a quick wit that brightened every room she entered. Robert Prosy, born December 13, 1930, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, was an actor revered for his gravitas and down-to-earth performances. His role as T.H. Houghton in a 1996 episode of Frasier was emblematic of his skill at portraying complex, enigmatic characters. Prosy's career flourished in both film and theater, with memorable roles in Mrs. Doubtfire and Broadcast News. He was married to Ida Ho for over 50 years, and they had 3 children, with 2 following in his acting footsteps. Despite his accomplishments, Prosy faced significant personal loss. The untimely death of his dear friend, actor Fred Gwynne, left him grappling with grief. The passing of his own father during his early years in theater cast a pall over his ambitions, and his own health began to decline due to heart issues, leading to struggles in maintaining the stamina required for stage work. Robert Prosy passed away on December 8, 2008, at age 77, following complications from heart surgery. William Morgan Shepard, born on August 24, 1932, in London, England, was an actor celebrated for his versatility and refined wit. His portrayal of Mr. Drake in a 1995 Frasier episode brought sophistication and charm, capturing viewers with his impeccable timing. Shepard's career included notable roles in Star Trek and Gettysburg, yet it was often overshadowed by the pressure of maintaining a steady income, especially as he struggled with chronic back pain that began to affect his performances. Shepard was married to his wife, Jean, for over 40 years, and they had 2 children, including Mark Shepard, who followed in his father's footsteps in acting. In his final years, 3 sorrows weighed heavily on him. The sudden passing of his longtime friend, Patrick McNay, left him deeply mournful. his painful divorce from his first wife cast a long shadow, and his stroke in 2018 left him weakened and frustrated with the limitations it imposed. William Morgan Shepard died on January 6, 2019, at age 86, following complications related to this stroke. Scott Atkinson, born July 23, 1966, in Pennsylvania, USA, portrayed Clive, Daphne's clueless ex-fiancé, in Frasier's memorable episode, The Two Mrs. Cranes. Atkinson had a budding career in television, recognized for his comedic timing and endearing performances. He was married to Jennifer, and together they had two daughters, Olivia and Grace, who were the light of his life. Despite his talent and love for family, Atkinson faced several heartbreaking moments throughout his life. The tragic loss of his brother in a car accident profoundly affected him, leaving a void that was difficult to fill. He also battled depression, which he openly discussed, hoping to help others facing similar struggles. His most daunting challenge came with a cancer diagnosis, a fight he faced with remarkable courage and resilience. Even as he fought this illness, he remained dedicated to his craft and continued to bring smiles to those around him. Scott Atkinson passed away on February 26, 2021, at the age of 54, from complications related to cancer. Fritz Weaver was born on January 19, 1926, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gained acclaim for his portrayal of Sir Trevor Ainsley, a distinguished British author, in a 1998 episode of Frasier. His career spanned over 6 decades, marked by memorable performances in productions like The Twilight Zone and The Killing Fields. Fritz was married twice. His first marriage to actress Elizabeth Huddle ended in divorce. He later married his second wife, actress and dancer, Ann J. Baker, with whom he had 2 daughters, Charlotte and Lisa. The family faced significant challenges, particularly with the mental health struggles of one daughter, which strained relationships and created emotional turmoil. In addition to personal difficulties, Fritz suffered the loss of his dear friend and fellow actor, John Houseman, who passed away in 1988. His own health began to decline in his later years, leading to a heart condition that he battled quietly. Fritz Weaver passed away on November 26, 2016, at the age of 90, due to natural causes. Emmett Walsh was born on March 22, 1935, in Ogdensburg, New York. He played Rich Keckner in a 2001 episode of Frasier, bringing his signature gruffness and authenticity to the role. Walsh has enjoyed a prolific career in film and television, with notable performances in Blade Runner and The Sting. A dedicated family man, Emmett married his wife, and together they have 4 children. Despite his successes, life was not without hardship. He faced the agonizing loss of a close friend and fellow actor, who died unexpectedly, leaving him to grapple with the emotional fallout and the fragility of life. Additionally, Emmett endured significant health challenges, including a serious battle with pneumonia that left him with lingering respiratory issues. These struggles shaped his perspective on life and his art. Tragically, Emmett Walsh passed away on March 19, 2024, at the age of 88. John Saigon, born April 27, 1954, in New York City, made a memorable appearance in Frasier as Doug Harvey, a character who experienced Frasier's comedic frustrations in Café Nervosa during the episode High Crane Drifter. Known for his versatility, Saigon's impressive body of work included roles in The Commish and a successful career in voice acting for animated series and video games. He was married to Kathy, and they raised 2 children, Jack and Annie, who were his pride and joy. However, Saigon's life was marked by significant challenges. He suffered the devastating loss of his mother to cancer, which deeply affected him and his family. The passing of his mentor, actor Michael Conrad, added another layer of grief to his life. Ultimately, John Saigon was diagnosed with cancer himself, a battle he faced with incredible strength and a positive attitude, wanting to be a role model for his children. He passed away on May 13, 2017, at the age of 63 due to cancer. John Glenn, born on July 18, 1921, in Cambridge, Ohio, USA, was an iconic figure known for his groundbreaking achievements in space exploration and his long career in politics. He made a special appearance as himself in a 2001 episode of Frasier, adding a layer of gravitas to the show's comedic tone, embodying the essence of achievement and hope. Glenn's career was marked by incredible highs. He became the first American to orbit the Earth in 1962 and later served as a U.S. Senator from Ohio. Despite these triumphs, Glenn faced significant personal challenges. He married Annie Castor in 1943, and together they had 2 children, Carolyn and John David, fostering a family rooted in mutual support. However, Glenn struggled with the loss of his close friend and fellow astronaut, Alan Shepard, who died from leukemia in 1998, deeply affecting him as they shared a strong bond built on shared experiences in the space race. Additionally, Glenn faced the heartbreak of watching his beloved wife battle Alzheimer's disease, which further strained their relationship. John Glenn passed away on December 8, 2016, at the age of 95, due to natural causes. David Ogden Styers, born on October 31, 1942, in Peoria, Illinois, USA, is celebrated for his rich baritone voice and dynamic acting ability, exemplified in his role as Leland Barton in a 2003 episode of Frasier. Leland's character brought a level of intellectual humor that resonated with the show's audience, highlighting Styers' talent for portraying complex characters. His career spanned decades, including notable roles in MASH** and The Dead Zone, but it wasn't without its struggles. Styers had a tumultuous personal life, including a difficult relationship with his father, which strained his family dynamics. He remained unmarried throughout his life, finding solace in friendships but often reflecting on his loneliness. Styers faced significant tragedy when he was diagnosed with bladder cancer, which he battled valiantly, but it was the death of his close friend and colleague, the beloved actor Patrick Swayze, that hit him hardest, a reminder of the fragility of life. He also mourned the passing of his mentor and fellow actor, John D. Loudermilk. David Ogden Styers passed away on March 3, 2018, at the age of 75, succumbing to the cancer he had fought against. Robert Loggia was born on January 3, 1930, in Staten Island, New York. He made a memorable appearance as Stefano, a charming and enigmatic character, in a 2000 episode of Frasier. Renowned for his work in films like Scarface and Big, Robert's career was marked by versatility and charisma. He was married twice. His first marriage to actress Marjorie Wardlaw lasted for 20 years and produced 3 children, one of whom tragically passed away at a young age due to a rare illness, a loss that deeply affected the family. He later remarried, and his second wife, Heather, helped him navigate the complexities of aging in the industry. As Alzheimer's disease took its toll on him in his final years, Robert faced a gradual decline in health and clarity, leading to moments of confusion that were heartbreaking for his family and fans alike. Robert Loggia passed away on December 4, 2015, at the age of 85, from complications related to Alzheimer's. Christopher Reeve was born on September 25, 1952, in New York City, USA. He voiced Leonard, a caller struggling with agoraphobia in the Frasier episode Space Quest, that aired in 1993. Reeve was most renowned for his portrayal of Superman in the 1978 film and its sequels, capturing hearts worldwide. He married actress Guy Exton, with whom he had a son, Matthew, and a daughter, Alexandra. However, his life took a tragic turn after a horse-riding accident in 1995, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down and dependent on a ventilator. The couple's relationship endured immense strain due to the challenges of his condition, leading to their eventual separation, though they remained committed to co-parenting their children. Reeves' fight for rehabilitation and disability rights inspired many, but he faced deep emotional turmoil, including the loss of friends like fellow actor and advocate to the struggles of living with illness. Christopher Reeve passed away on October 10, 2004, at the age of 52 from heart failure related to his spinal cord injury. Bruno Kirby was born on April 28, 1949, in New York City, USA. He lent his voice to Marco in the Frasier episode, Call Me Irresponsible, which aired in 1993, providing comedic insight into a troubled relationship. Kirby had a notable career, recognized for his roles in films like When Harry Met Sally, and Good Morning, Vietnam. He was married to Lynn Roth, and they had a son named Jacob. While he enjoyed a fulfilling career, Kirby faced personal tragedies that marked his life. He lost his beloved father at a young age, an event that left a lasting impact on him. The heartbreak of losing his close friend, actor and director, which further deepened his sense of loss. Kirby's battle with leukemia was a profound challenge, as he faced it privately, ultimately impacting his work and personal relationships. He passed away on August 14, 2006, at the age of 57 due to complications related to leukemia, remembered fondly for his humor and talent that touched many lives. Joe Flaherty, born on June 21, 1941, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA, is an accomplished actor and comedian recognized for his role as Herm Evans, the station manager of KQZY in a 2002 episode of Frasier. Flaherty's career has been vibrant, with memorable performances in SCTV and various guest appearances across television shows. He married his college sweetheart, but they faced many challenges. He often expressed the difficulties of balancing a demanding career in comedy while trying to maintain family harmony. Joe has 2 children, who have followed in his footsteps in the entertainment industry, finding their own paths while trying to navigate the expectations set by their father's fame. Throughout his life, Flaherty has faced personal tragedies, including the death of his dear friend and comedy partner, John Candy, in 1994, which left him grieving for the loss of a brilliant talent and a cherished friendship. He has also experienced health issues that temporarily sidelined his career, creating a period of uncertainty. Ultimately, Joe Flaherty passed away on April 1, 2024, at the age of 82. Bob Hoskins was born on October 26, 1942, in Berry Street, Edmonds, England. In the Frasier episode, Trophy Girlfriend, which aired in 2003, he portrayed Coach Fuller, an intimidating figure from Frasier's past who stirred up a blend of nostalgia and anxiety for the main character. Hoskins enjoyed a prolific career, with standout roles in films like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and The Long Good Friday. He was married to Linda Banwell, with whom he had a daughter named Sarah and adopted 2 children. Despite a loving family life, Bob faced significant struggles, including battling depression and the trauma of a difficult upbringing, having grown up in a working-class family. One of his heart-wrenching experiences was losing his close friend and fellow actor, as well as feeling the effects of his own declining health over the years. Hoskins' health deteriorated due to Parkinson's disease, which he had been diagnosed with in 2011, and he succumbed to pneumonia on April 29, 2014, at the age of 71. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Frasier, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.